Hello again, this is Al Jazeera live from Doha. Let's remind you of the main news this hour. US military forces have carried out more attacks on southern Iran. The port cities of Bandar Abbas, Sirik and Jask have been hit. Iranian media say that at least one person has been killed and 4 others wounded in Mashhad. Iran's Revolutionary Guard says that it's hit US military assets in Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan and Oman. Bahrain's Interior Ministry confirmed that air raid sirens were sounded, and Kuwait's army says it's engaging with hostile targets in its airspace. The share market slipped in Asia after the latest exchange of fire between the US and Iran. The fighting has pushed oil prices up more than 4%, with Brent crude rising above $79 a barrel. For more on that, let's go to Bern in Switzerland and speak to macroeconomist Cornelia Meyer. She's the CEO of Meyer Resources and a specialist on oil and gas markets. Good to see you again, Cornelia. So, as we were saying, oil has jumped around, 4%? Is the market pricing in a shortage of oil here, or simply the fear of what comes next?
Well, good morning, Adrian, and it's always great to be on with you. Thank you for having me. It's a bit of both, but what I see with oil prices, they react to every little statement, to every activity. So right now we have kinetic activity. Obviously, it's going up, but the big thing is, when will the Strait of Hormuz really be open? And for that, we will need to see two-way traffic. Oil markets have been reasonably calm during this whole 4 months of war, because we had the east to west pipeline in Saudi Arabia and the Abu Dhabi to Fujairah pipeline in UAE, which took off a little bit of pressure, and markets lived on borrowed barrels. They lived on inventories.
So, with traffic through the Strait of Hormuz sharply reduced once again, I mean, it never got back to full pelt, so to speak. But how quickly could ongoing disruption deteriorate and become a genuine global supply crisis?
Well, I think we might be on the way there. And even when we had the MOU in full force, and ships leaving the strait, very few ships went into the strait. And unless we have that two-way traffic, we will not be able to restore anything to a full normal. And you in Qatar, I mean, you're feeling this very intensely, because there's no way to bypass the LNG shipments, and you even had some of your LNG trains degraded. So you guys are feeling this really, really hard.
Where does the world stand right now in terms of reserves in both oil and gas?
Well, I think it's in terms of inventories. I'm concerned. We see them really nearing tank bottom. One of the things that helps is, we used to have the swing producer, Saudi Arabia. Now we have a swing consumer, China. One of the things that helped is that China sort of imported less of about 6-7 million barrels a day, and that really has helped. But at some stage, these inventories need to be filled up again, and it doesn't look too good. And with gas, I'm worried about the winter months, because we have quite a bit of US LNG hitting the market now, new production. But the competition between the rich countries in Europe and the rich East Asian nations, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, will be so intense that they will price countries like Pakistan and Bangladesh out of the market.
Good to talk to you again, Cornelia. Many thanks indeed. Cornelia Meyer.
Thank you.